necessary.
Sir, shall we start recording?
Yeah, I just
Okay.
fired the recording.
Okay. Okay.
So, why are we doing this exercise? The main reason is you have studied some concept. That is theory.
Yes.
From theory, you have to transform it to practice
Mhm.
for you to experience, come out.
Hmm.
Right? So,
Yeah.
in that approach, we have said we have got 12 different profiles, right?
Yes.
And a first level draft of what is the profile is available in the earlier thesis that has been done. Correct? That book is
Yes, sir.
available both in audio as well as in document form.
What is the name of the book, sir, you said?
No, that is the earlier thesis, no?
The
Just to
Vishuddha book.
have an
Okay, yeah, yeah.
allergies.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. Yeah, Vishuddha book. Yes,
Fruit
yes.
allergies.
Correct.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you need to take that framework and reproduce that framework that will be copied. You are not expected to copy. The framework is going to remain the same, but the depth and what more can be added to that framework becomes the part one of your thesis, correct? Are you getting me?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So, part one of the thesis is something you people should be leading and I should be following. Okay. When me, Koti, Lakshmi, Asha, and Ramakrishna sir, and of course Lavanya, when we join that, right, we start having a discussion saying that is that depth sufficient or not? What more can be done? So, part one, I expect you people to start taking the initiative. I was all this while I was trying to give you the need for understanding what we have learnt in who am I. I am Annamaya Kosha, I am Pranamaya Kosha, I am Manomaya Kosha, I am Vijnanamaya Kosha, I am Anandamaya Kosha. These koshas, if I try to take the approach of holistic healing, I need to be able to work at each of these koshas. Correct? Now, into this physical body, these koshas, if the koshas are the stages involved individually and severally in creating your disease, those we need to understand the underlying principle of what is happening as energy is getting converted to matter. Somewhere there is a corruption. The corruption is getting introduced at the thought level, at the food level, at the relationship level, and so on. Now, when you say relationship, generally the psychic structure of the human body, the psychic anatomy plays a significant role. Correct. Now, you need to look at all those 12 dimensions of a human body. Rather, not the human body, I would even suggest look at the 12 dimensions of the disease pattern that is troubling and being experienced by the physical body. Then you can provide a holistic. Am I right?
Yes. Yes.
So that is what we are trying to bring out under the guise of thesis. Are you getting me?
Yes.
Right. So that exercise you people should start. I will be shifting my focus. I've already committed to Tuesdays and Thursdays. From next week onwards, both Tuesdays and Thursdays, people have to take it seriously. Because if 3 months you want to complete a project, I'm assuring you, even by a very dedicated person, this work will take at least 6 months. Because after you have done part 1, which is all the profiling of the disease and the patient who is undergoing the difficulties, right? Part 2 becomes application of what you have created.
Sir, the summers get very busy for everyone here. So I think that's because right now I am here, but in July, then I'll be busy for a couple of weeks because it's graduation party, family. My dad is coming, family gets coming. So that's how Rumila is busy and Navjot is busy and Neelam is busy. So it's going to be very hard for everybody to come. So that's why we were wondering if we can extend it after maybe after August, because everybody's kids are going to colleges and everything.
Also remember, Chandra Modali is going to be very busy from end of September.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So how you want to utilize your time? You people have a discussion and come back. And once you have had that discussion, please stick to that plan.
That's why we requested if we wanted once a week a class.
No, but
That's
why
why we requested
class in that case? You see, you are the only person and Kalaivani is the only other person who is really part of the project. All the others are guides. It is surprising, Uma is also there. So the 3 of you are there against, in this group of 9, 5 of them don't belong to this initiative at all. No, why 5, 6 of us? We don't belong to this initiative.
I agree, because everybody is busy in summers. That's the thing. Ramakrishna sir knows that summers are time to go mingle with family. Winters is time for hibernation. Everybody comes back, wants to learn a lot of stuff and be indoors. Summers is go for long walks and stuff like that.
No, I mean, I understand. So you people decide so that everyone's time is effectively utilized.
I don't know. Maybe we should. Maybe we can postpone this whole thing to August. Maybe come back in August. I don't know. That's my
That's
suggestion.
for
I
the
don't know.
organizers to come back. You have Lavanya, you have Lakshmi, you have Koti, you have.
Yeah, maybe organize. We should come back maybe August and meet back again.
So
And
you will have only 1 month of my time. Please note that.
Yeah, but if we don't do it in this period of time, ma'am, after summer we will be like dispersed everywhere. and it's hard to pull them back again. They will be having this and that, and they will be joining other things and all that.
But
We
right
can
now,
slow it down. We can slow it
okay,
down,
slow it
but
down. Okay.
yeah, instead of postponing it, we can slow it down. Instead of Tuesdays and Thursdays, sir, Thursdays we can stick with once a
Or
week.
But once a
what
week,
day is it today?
today's Thursday, but once a week also people are not able to come because
See, even once a week, people are not coming, Lakshmi.
yeah,
So
because
my conclusion is, are they really interested?
they're interested, but
Yeah.
Navjot is traveling. We I tried to initiate a call between the four of us. Neelam was I think she took a call while she was heading out to the airport with her daughter to drop her, and Rumila was flying next day. So everybody is busy with this, and so with the time difference, also Rumila could not join. So even once a week, people are
But
having hard time
instead
because
of
of the
that,
summer.
can we prepare a template together, and then after preparing the
The
template,
template is already
matches.
there, Lakshmi. You've got a complete book which is a template.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, that
Template
Yeah.
is
is
not an issue. Yeah,
yeah,
The,
Okay.
template
correct.
is
the
not an issue.
only missing bit is the practical application to PGs.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe then we'll focus on one section and see in meditation or in books if they come up with some experience particular um, to that
Don't come
point.
in meditation. They have to collect it from various books.
Yeah. In meditation also happens,
Like
right, sir?
recently,
Mm.
right, I was asked to give a lecture in Hindi about soul reincarnation and all that. I mean, why so many lives? That was the question posed. Why do we need so many lives? So that was in Hindi. I've already, I think Ramakrishna sir has already shared it with people. Okay. Now, to understand that and come to a position of explaining it to others, there were not less than 20 books I had to go through. So now, what is the objective of the framework? The framework gives you a model which replicates and resonates with your study approach. Correct? Yes or no?
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Now, that you have to make this body experience and you have to trace the path. Like I was just reading some books on psychic energy. Okay. Which one is it? There are so many.
The one you posted today, sir.
No. There is some other books.
Ah.
Right. So now, what I am taking you through, or is it in this? I also don't know. I am also reading so much. See, when we say psychic energies, right? Now, if healing is the pathway that we want to achieve for a PG, just look at the anatomy. We are talking at the psychic layer, which is immediately preceding the physical layer. What is the point of connection between the psychic layer and the physical layer? Just think.
Energy layer.
Everything is energy.
Yes, yes. Pranic energy. Yeah.
So what is connecting the two? See, if I look at who am I all this? One way or the other, am I existing in all this?
Obviously, yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. If I am existing, right? Now, every part has a role in my disease manifestation, as well as in my coming out of the disease. In both, every bit has a role to play or no?
Yeah. Low frequencies cause the diseases, and high
Correct.
frequencies
Now-
help you come.
Now, there are how many planes? You got the physical plane, the mental plane, the emotional plane, the etheric plane, and so on.
Yes, yes, yes.
Of which this is one of the largest component, correct? Your astral plane is the largest component, right?
Yes.
The auras, yeah.
Okay. Now, in your aura also, how many layers you have? Again, this man has gone up to the extent of 12 layers. Okay, and each layer does one role. The first auric layer does the protection of the life energies. This is where our Joe Dispenza's diagram comes into picture. The 10th auric layer mirrors the belief systems, serves as the second self. Now, where is that? That is somewhere around the toes. It is just, right? Then he is talking about second auric layer. Screens, feelings, and emotions. Now, if that emotion is represented as fragmenting your pattern, which should ideally be cohesive and coherent, then it is becoming a disease. Right. Now, what are you doing? That single point of stress, by means of your breathing, takes you on the way to its impact, right? Right. So this is how you are in terms of your surroundings. Are you able to imagine that? Okay. Now there is the physical existence, there is the spiritual existence, and there is the mapping of that, which are being interconnected. Now, from those who are in IT will be able to understand this. We all understand points of failures, right?
Yes.
Right. When we say point of failure, how many points of failure we have?
Yeah, multiple.
Infinite.
Right. So there is no limit in the number of points of failure. That means one place I fail, the whole thing is going to get cascaded.
Yes.
Correct. Now, when the cascading happens, there is going to be a ripple effect in the forward flow as well as the backward flow. Correct?
So,
Just imagine.
so if there is a problem in one thing, entire thing is
You're
there
getting
will be problem in each and every part.
exactly. Now, the whole system of the body working is nothing but a relay race. The best example you can think of, the school, in the school, children have this relay race, right? What happens in that? Between the start and the finish, you have got so many failures that can occur. And some other portion of the system has to work harder to ensure that the win happens, correct? The same way, the whole flow gets impacted that way. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
Right. That causes a huge difference in the way things act. Are you with me?
Yes.
So now just look at it. We don't know which ray is going to impact which portion. Correct. Now, if I really look at it, we need to, from a spiritual perspective, talk about an ecosystem. The beginning is your lessons, your skills, your goals, which, if I try to measure, translate to energy signals with certain frequencies. Some of these frequencies are destructive in nature, some of them are expansive in nature. Okay. Now, whatever is expansive helps me play the role of the rectifying capabilities. Right? So, basically, what do we have? We have got an external world. There is a structure of the external world playing a role on our internal being. Correct? Then we have got the influence of culture and people. Then we have got the impact of that, which is us, our resources, our individual. Forget the wordings that have been used. I've just taken a picture because it is very analogous to what we keep. Correct. Now, then we also have certain natural resources and natural laws. Our transformation is a game played between these, starting with ill health to health. And once you have come to health, you are going to restore it and continue with it. Yes? So that becomes your mapping of the profiles and taking things forward. Okay. So basically, what are we seeing? We are a net result of all these vibrating energies. Okay. So now, what is psychic energy? Psychic energy is your astral body, basically. Right? So, what are you talking about? And how does you need to think about it as two components. Psychic is equal to psychic energies plus psychic anatomy. You need to understand both. Are you following what I am saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So now, these are all the measurement of the psychic energies, the psychic environment, the psychic what? Anatomy or psychic energy? What are these?
Psychic energy.
Correct. Right? Now, the way the body utilizes these is by virtue of chakras. But what keeps the chakras functioning?
energies,
But which energies?
psychic energy,
No, all forms
all
of,
energies. Yeah, all types of energies.
no, all types of energies, yes. But what is it that is keeping? You have got
Life
organs within the body which are ensuring that these see, look at the dichotomy. First of all, how you are thinking manufactures the devices that are there in the body, and those devices then play the role of maintaining and sustaining themselves. And together they are the human body. So now what you need to understand is you need to be aware of all these points. And whatever we take cognizance of is where our energies will flow. Right? So if you give it to love, we start building a stronger rings around us. When I say stronger rings, a stronger immunity system, correct? Now, if you start giving your energies to the destructive forces around, you will start getting a weaker or unhealthy psychic pattern. Now, this poor physical body is already covered by the psychic environment, right? This entire body is covered by psychic, which is then covered by your emotion, which is then covered by your, not emotion, the psychic is the emotional. The next layer is the feelings, thoughts, wisdom, right? So you have got all those layers, and they have to function in bringing your environments to keeping all these intact, not disturbed. Correct? So where are we? We have our personal, social, the collective impact of those, then the natural. So all these together is what your transformational journey is going to include. Okay. So for that, there are some parameters and all. I have not put the whole thing together yet. Okay. That means you start with healthy, you corrupt it. The corruption, we start getting psyched by the corruption. That corruption is going to impact, and it has got its own natural phase. That phase, when it has got weakened, right, starts the manifestation of health, which we confuse further by adding more of confusion to it, again corrupting it. And that is how the progress of the German new medicine is going to be impacting us. Now, German new medicine is nothing but at the energy level, how it impacts biology in our body. Okay. So, understanding the energy centers and the subtle body systems threadbare is very important for each of the disease. Got it? Got it or not?
So,
Yes, sir.
there are different kinds of energies, right, sir? There is a light energy, there is a, magnetic energy. So, how are those energies associated to our aura and the psychic energies that we are referring to here?
No, I didn't understand.
So, there are multiple types of energies, right, sir? Like the light energy, then magnetic energy, the wind energy, all those kinds of things. And breath is an important factor. When you asked what drives us, the chakras, right? Breath is definitely a core component of driving all these chakras and everything. So, how are these psychic energy? How is the psychic energy associated with all these different types of energy types that are associated in the universe?
Am I missing something or am I not understanding the question? Just trying to.
Oh, am I not
Re- re-
clear?
Repeat the question again.
The question is, we have different types of energies, right? The wind energy, the light energy, then the magnetic energies, then all kinds of energies.
Hmm.
Sir,
Hmm.
so these energies, when you are referring to the psychic energy, they are all part of this psychic energy. And
Right.
obviously, when you are showing the Kundalini and chakras there, breath energy is the major playing factor there into that slide.
Look, breath is one. Okay. See, what is breath? Is breath the medium that is
That
interfacing with these, right? At all times, one thing, one of the natural phenomena that we can never forget or overlook.
But breath is prana, right? So breath takes the prana, and that is a vital force, vital life force
Correct.
that makes our body functioning.
Hmm.
Without breath, we cannot survive, right? And that is a critical element for all the energies.
Correct. But then this gray color that you see,
Oh, you are not sharing, sir.
I'm not sharing. Oh, sorry. By now, when I say gray color, you people should get the picture in your mind.
Yes, yes, got it.
This has become an overused component of my lectures. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Now, all your energies are in the right portion of the diagram. Would you agree?
Yeah.
And all my impacted components at various stages of their existence is going to be among these.
At a micro level, yes.
Correct. Now, this gray color in all these, right? This gray color ultimately becomes black. Now, this gray color is what? Is it not your magnetic energy? Is it not your solar energy? Is it not the manifestation, right? So, what is it that is connecting? The rhythm of the vibration is going to be connecting these individual components to make a whole. Are you able to visualize that?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So again, you're coming back to
Joe Dispenza's
Agni. No, you're coming back to the basics. Agni, Vayu,
yeah.
right?
Akasha.
Akasha.
Yeah.
Akasha is the pattern. Your thought energy plus the intrinsic energy. Correct? That is what we all, right,
Yeah.
observed when we what happened? Why is it not coming?
You opened the PDF to text
No,
converter.
no,
So.
I am trying to go to our esoteric diagram.
Oh, that one. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah. Yeah, got it, sir. Basically, this component, the kind
Correct.
of,
So now
yeah,
in the process, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
In the process of these, how they impact us, beautifully explained in the books that I have shared today. Okay. Now, not this. The prior.
You are an encyclopedia by yourself, sir. So you have so many books in your memory that you can just pull on. But for us, once we read it, we forget it. We have to keep memorizing it.
No. You don't. One sec. Let me take two books that I was referring yesterday. Ah, this book I had shared it with you guys even earlier. Okay. Now let's look at
What is the title of this book, sir?
this is the psychic roots of a disease.
Yeah. This is also in the
In the WhatsApp group, yes.
Yeah, it has been shared not once, 3 times.
Yes, please.
This is 307. Okay. Okay. So now let us see how he explains the bones and joints. With a beautiful example, he takes us through each of these. Okay, since here we are looking. Now, see how each of the energy impacts us, right? He says the stomach, the colon area. Okay. This is resulted from the brain stem. Indigestion of anger. When you are angry, what are you doing? When you are looking at one's. Okay.
Your circulatory system is getting impacted when you are angry.
No, everything in your one sec. Okay. Is it this one or the? Okay. Now, what is happening? The type of feelings that you are carrying. Okay. Yes. What is this going like this? One second, just give me a moment. Okay. Now, what is happening? Whatever you are doing is getting converted. into a kind of a stress to the body.
Yes.
That stress in the transformation of atoms to molecules to chemicals to cells and the rhythms that you are subjecting it to, how are you subjecting it to different rhythms?
Different rhythms.
Your breathing pattern,
Yeah, obviously the
right?
breathing,
Now, your breath is getting broken down into prana,
It will
apana,
get heavy.
udana, samana, vyayana. It is going across the body to various parts. But what is it? It is becoming a vehicle for taking your emotions to all those places.
Yes.
But how is the emotion getting converted to these? That emotion, when it comes to each part of the body, right? Right? Now,
yeah,
at one stage, at the entry point, it is affecting it in a particular manner. But how is it impacting? Your net outflow of the functionality of the colon is correct.
yeah,
So it is becoming a elimination conflict,
Oh,
right?
obviously. Yeah,
Okay. Now, if you go further, I mean, I've just taken this. I would rather prefer to take the pancreas because here the group's major focus. Okay. Now look at this. Pancreas is a very small organ in the body, performing a huge role. Fear, disgust, or resistance. It is impacting the cells that form the pancreas. Okay? The alpha cells are very important in controlling it. Your alpha and beta and T cells are very important in maintaining the system of the body.
yes, yeah,
Right. Now, fear as disgust and resistance. Resistance and fear acting as a disgust are going to impact these cells and the structure which is keeping it. Now, territorial anger, mine, this is mine, right? That is coming out. Your anger is become applied to your attachments, acceptance levels, and that is becoming this particular organ. Now, fear, anger, which are the chakras coming into picture?
fear is Muladhara
Oh,
and
yes.
anger is Manipura.
But who is manipulating them? Swadhisthana.
Svadhisthana, yeah, he's a circulatory, yes. Yeah.
No, not just circulatory, your emotions.
Emotions.
Yeah,
Now, emotions is going to be impacted by your thyroid,
Vishuddha, yeah,
your communication. Acceptance or rejection is again a type of communication. So just look at one single instance of a non-acceptance. Sorry, where is it taking you? Right? Not being
yeah,
able to digest, break down, and resolve a chunk. Correct?
that's right.
Yes,
So
yes.
now, how does that break down? The diabetes the various conflicts that you encounter in diabetes. Okay? How does it work? The hormone glucagon brings the sugar from the liver into the blood and raises blood sugar level. With this SBS, glucagon production is reduced. The sugar is not retrieved by the liver and therefore does not enter the bloodstream. So low blood sugars. Okay, conflict. Fear, disgust, conflict towards someone or something. One experiences something disgusting or resistance. Depends on handedness. This is the way you interpret that. Whether it is male, female, what role and all that. Correct. The female response to adversity is fear and disgust, while the male takes the way forward, selects the attack. So now attack conflict also. Right.
Sir,
Yeah.
one question. When we talk about these emotions, right? I think you answered this long back, but I want to recollect again. When we talk about emotions, fear, anger, jealousy, and all these factors, Arshad Vargas that we refer to, they are associated with certain energy pattern that is getting released in your body. And those energy patterns affect different organs. So how does one emotion or how do we relate an emotion is affecting your blood pressure or a sugar or a thyroid? How can we come to a conclusion that this specific
Is emotion energy in motion?
Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
Okay. How are the organs formed?
With
From
self,
the
yeah,
molecules, tissues.
Correct?
yeah.
Okay. Now, first level of diagnosis, which system is being impacted?
Organ tissue.
No, system,
What is
circulatory,
the system?
respiratory.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, you
So,
have
yeah,
four core
obviously.
systems.
Yeah, yeah.
And the respiratory system will get impacted first, sir.
You can't say that. There are four fundamental systems equally powerful as far as the body is concerned. Then you got the derivative systems.
Yeah.
Sir, but breath is the one, right, sir? 5 forms it transfers the emotions to the organs.
No. See, breath is one form of energy circulating. The organ itself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Circulatory, respiratory, excretory. Then
See, the moment your breath is impacted, is the bowel movement impacted?
Yes.
obviously,
Yeah,
yes.
obviously.
Right? Breath is one source, but that is the physical side of it. If you come to the internal system, you have already stored that impact of breath as a chunk in your body, which now, is this a voluntary system or involuntary system?
This is involuntary, right? I mean,
Correct.
it happens by its own.
Now, by means of your thought process, you have created a addicted environment for the manufacture of certain organs.
So dysfunction.
No, not only dysfunction. I'm saying you have created an addiction. All this calls for an environment. The environment has got pattern. This environment has got particles of fire, air, water, and earth crust.
Yeah.
These four components are entering your body through various means. See, just imagine, Sun Yogi gives a lecture, right? Uma Shankar.
Yeah, he gets all his things done in the sun.
And
Yeah.
he says, for 12 years, I did not take any food. Because I was not eating, I can understand. I had no problem with not having bowel movement. But I still had to go and answer call of nature as far as the urine component is concerned. And I was wondering where I was getting, because I was not drinking water also.
But in the moisture in the air.
So then he said, I am meditating in sun, I am not getting energy.
You're getting.
Am I not getting water? Right?
All the 5 elements, basically, when you say energy.
And whatever solid portions that I was getting in terms of food was enough to sustain the body.
Okay.
That means every particle of fat, etc., that was getting generated in the system was getting absorbed within the system.
Doesn't he get low sugar or low weakness? I mean, even though he's in the sun.
Okay. Why will he get, you tell me?
So to function the body, they say we need a minimum sugar level. We need to get from diet. So sun is enough to get you to give him all this. I mean, just to kind of analyze.
You have asked the question. Now just sit and contemplate the answer.
So he has one source
now,
like sun.
What food are you giving to these trees and other objects? They also are life, right?
Yeah, tree. Yeah, correct. It needs photosynthesis to prepare its food and living.
Correct, but where is it getting its metabolism? Because your metabolism is not working. Sorry, where is it getting its energies to sustain its growth?
It needs the basic like sun and water, right?
Now we
Sunlight
are also organelles, right?
Yes.
Then what happens is we are spoiling our system by subjecting it to various variations.
Okay. So is it the doubt or is the fear is causing the problem? If you don't think or if you don't have any problem, I mean, example, if you take
if you take an example, the lowest end I will say is expectations.
If I don't eat, what I'll have, that is the one belief that can even trigger everything, right? But whereas he crossed his belief on the system and he is able to demonstrate that.
No. See, he has understood that all these are very well interrelated. All these are interrelated. He has understood that.
Okay, he stopped generating cortisol and.
Correct.
Okay.
So he is able to sustain his body the way the body is meant to work.
Yeah. I mean, that is what I think this Anapanasati, if you do hold throughout the day, and definitely I think things will be different. You can experience.
How are you utilizing this equation?
This one based on our belief system or expectation. I mean, all this. When you don't achieve, then you
This
create
is your
that
day-to-day existence.
Yeah, morning to evening.
Equations defined. There may be more.
Correct.
Right. So now this becomes the hidden component of somebody's lifestyle which gets mapped onto the 12 proposals that you have drawn. Okay.
So one thing, sir, if you take this equation, do we really Example, if you consider a person, example, if you take Sun Yogi, so he doesn't need any of this, right? I mean, when you say he doesn't need, he's authentic by himself. He don't want to showcase. And he has his integrity, he don't want to showcase. He doesn't have any expectation because he's happy with what he is in the sun. I mean, expecting from everything. I mean, not expecting, getting from the nature. So he's not dependent on the outcome as well. So something we can consider, nothing will be applicable to him as they are all equal, or as they're
Has he
same.
not proved it?
Yeah, he proved. That's what I mean. All these things run away.
Exactly.
Yeah. So the flow will happen. Everything will be when you surrender. I mean, when you say you're one with the nature, I think everything will be steady and set right. Right.
See, that is where, because you are energy, you are not able to sustain that.
Mm.
So that is what becomes important for you, no?
Mm. I mean, kind of seriousness or sincerity. Today I was listening one video. So how much you are sincere to do that work are you? I mean, and also the
Jay
seriousness.
Pradeep talks about it in a nice manner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very good.
But then just look at it. Somebody feels a disgust or a revulsion, or is seized with horror.
Mm.
Now, the impact of that is going to reach its complete end till that energy is eliminated, correct?
Yeah. It has to either go out, sir, starting to, and the flow has to happen.
Correct. Or you are, by means of your dhyana and sankalpa, you are changing your psychic environment, you are changing your, thereby, you are changing your psychic energy and the memory. That becomes the environment, correct? Your experience, your psychic memory, their impact, all these are interrelated.
Yeah, the whole weather around you, aura, everything.
Exactly.
Yes,
Now that weather is what either you can control or continue that.
And it tries to balance itself, but we go against it. I mean, if we are
You don't let it balance itself.
We keep adding something again, burden to it, not to balance, right?
Correct.
That's where the conflict is. It will have more upper hand than the balance.
See, the elevated, strongly fluctuating sugar, he says conventional medicines, diabetes mellitus, type 1 or type 2, is again the same thing. So, this is how we get either impacted or we are able to come out of it. And that help we can deliver to the individual by applying our concepts of spiritual tablets to sustain this within the norms.
This shows, sir, the knowledge and also the habits are very important. The childhood days, they say
Knowledge, habits, the way you live. Why? Because there is another interesting phenomena. I don't know whether that is here or not, the emotional equations. Okay.
So one question in this molecule, sir, the basic diagram here, atom to molecule when it is moving. So the gray part is the energy, right?
Yes.
So when it is keep happening, when it is keep creating, so energy transfers atom to molecule when it is creating, then it is transferring, or it is moving.
Atom and molecule are the basic component, the particles, right? So what is there to create in that?
So they join each other to form a next compound, next thing, right? Next element, or
Correct.
we call. So
Whether you work on it or not.
it is involuntary. It is keep happening by the nature.
Correct.
So the energy keeps transferring.
Yeah. And that is why I asked you the fundamental question. Is it a part of your involuntary system or the voluntary system?
Yeah, I'm not controlling it, sir. I mean, it is happening by its own.
Correct.
But I'm able to change the weather, or I mean, around the psychic behavior of mine to get impacted, the balance of
So,
it.
how you are going to operate the systems is by means of the. No, where is this? I think I posted the link. It's not in this. One sec, let me fire a search while you continue talking.
I think Sukumar, sir. Sukumar, sir. I think we need to understand that woodpecker effect.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think he's not there. He is dropped off.
Oh, okay.
I'm just trying to locate where is. See, there was a good article. Where is my phone? It should be there. Oh, why D? All PDF. Anyone has that access to that document?
Which document are you looking at?
That Forbes article on emotion.
No, I don't have some.
No, this is. I think Newton. I need to look at it from the links. I don't know. I seem to have misplaced it. Best is go to the website and then.
Is it about Wheel of Emotions, sir?
No. This is the one. In which right? How that influences us on a day-to-day basis. टू 2016 का आर्टिकल है ये. It's still loading the pictures. I had sent this article long time ago. I remember the 3 laws of emotion.
I remember we discussed it in one of the classes, sir, definitely. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Otherwise, people can refer to this. That's not a
Yeah, the
problem.
article is in our diabetes management group, sir.
That article is there, no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Ramakrishna, can you project it from there?
It's a May 21st. It's been posted on May 21st, Wednesday.
Can you share it, Ramakrishna Garu?
Yeah, I'm searching for it, sir.
With that Veeramachari diet plan also you posted, sir.
Okay.
That's what I remember. I posted it. I don't know. I couldn't get it.
Yeah, before I think Ramakrishna sir searches, folks. I think going back to Chandra sir's initial question of how do we want to proceed with the thesis?
Ramakrishna sir,
Right?
you shared the drive for the thesis, Ashwin thesis. Before that, Sir posted this.
Okay. I'm searching for it. Yeah. If someone can find it, please, send it to Chandra sir too, so that way.
Okay, I can send it.
Yeah. Or we post it in the group, so it'll be at the bottom.
So Surabhi, Umadevi, I think you guys want to discuss further to see how we want to proceed with thesis here, since Sukumar is also here.
Okay. So from my side, you have understood what I am trying to attempt at, right?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So I was asking this question and no one responds. So I was kind of not sure. Yeah. So Chandra sir, any suggestions? Because they are saying it is summer, right? And we want
No
to
suggestions from me. I have told you my constraints. After a particular time frame, I am not going to be available.
after September, right?
Correct.
So
how they are going to plan their what you call their needs, which warrants my presence, they need to plan accordingly. Otherwise, of course, all of you are capable, so one of you can take over my role. I may come in maybe one day a week, or it all depends.
Koti sir, if you have any idea, please share, sir.
So basically, you guys decide on what output do we need to achieve from the thesis, and then split the work.
From the thesis, there is part one, Koti.
Yeah.
Part one is all the profiles.
Yeah.
What is the improvisation on the profiles that people want to do?
That is definitely, they need to go to the root cause
Correct.
because we kind of gave high level in Vishuddha. They
Correct.
need to go.
Now,
Yeah.
based on that, right, the interaction with PGs will start once they have created the template.
Yes. That's correct. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. The part two is the practical, the execution, and all that of the transformative journey.
Yeah.
Now, I have
So,
given the 100,000 feet view.
so based on what Chandra sir gave folks, I think these are two parts, right? One is the practical part, and the second one is the first one is the I think
Improvisational profiles.
framework
Yeah.
of what we need to do, right? So within the framework, there are 12 profiles that we know. And Chandra sir and Ramakrishna sir shared with us a whole bunch of books that is already available. And thesis cannot be done with one book, right? You guys already know it is a research oriented, and we have to refer to many things and many sections there.
Books will keep on coming. So if they want my one day in a book in a day,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can take the time for mapping the disease pattern
yeah,
with the content of the book.
yeah.
That I
So
should
based,
be able to do because book is something which is like my daily day-to-day existence.
yeah, yeah.
So that I can do.
So before Chandra sir takes off, folks, we have close to 10 weeks between now and Chandra sir availability point of view. Chandra sir has committed 2 days a week for us. And within these 10
No,
weeks,
not 2 days. Well, in the short term, it is 2 days with some adjustment. But unfortunately, by the time my 2 days expire, right,
yeah,
people are also not there to follow.
that's correct. So 10 weeks from between September and now we are in July 16th at this point, sorry, June 16th. So 10 weeks if we take, and we have 12 profiles. So if we want to research on each profile, if we take 1 week on each profile, we still don't have enough time between now and then. So first thing is, did you guys decide on who is handling which profile? That is the first thing. We have to decide on
No,
that.
we haven't decided.
That is the primary thing that we have to decide. And when you are reading these books, when you are researching on things, when you are taking, my suggestion is between now and September, you take 1 week each of you, whoever owns that profile, and go deeper into that profile and then start digging questions into that profile. Ask Chandra sir the questions. I asked him this question today about emotion and the relation to the disease. The reason why I asked is you guys are not talking. You guys are afraid of asking questions. So I had to jump in on your behalf. So he has elaborated it quite nicely in previous session on how this emotion actually plays a role and the energy associated with this emotion and which organ is getting impacted and the disease associated with that organ. Okay, so our diabetic is associated with the circulatory system, which is what he was mentioning.
No, it is associated with certain scenarios. Now,
Yeah,
which system? It is basically a metabolic disorder, which
yeah,
is just digestive system. But unfortunately, the digestion is not the food that you are taking.
yeah.
It is the optimal diet that you are taking.
That's true. That's true.
So that is
So,
why you need to think.
Yeah, so few things that you guys need to do, folks. I know you guys are all going into vacation, summer breaks, and all. You can arrange your time. Basically, divide profiles between all of you 9 people, the 12 profiles, and then dedicate 1 week with Chandra sir.
It's not nice.
Maybe,
There are others who are thinking that they are not part of this discussion. Maybe they are
yeah.
waiting for GK sir. That's also
Oh,
possible.
yeah, that is there. But what I'm saying is,
Because totally you've got 14 or 16 people in all.
in diabetic.
No.
Then,
Diabetes, the number of registrations I have is 22.
No, diabetes, the candidates are, from the masters from Ashwin's team are 10, and then the other one is 5 now.
so, folks, few things we need to concretely confirm here. First thing is, we are not seeing everyone participating in these meetings, right? That is first thing. Are they willing to continue with the thesis or not? That is first thing you need to confirm.
Because no thesis, no counselor. They don't complete thesis, they are not fit for counseling. They can do administrative jobs.
Obviously, that is the first thing that you guys need to confirm. Second thing
For
is,
Lakshmi and Lavanya to inform everyone. If they don't do this, they are not ready for counseling.
yeah. So the second thing that you guys need to do is 12 profiles. Which profile each one of you is taking? That is the second thing. Okay, the third thing that you guys need to do is, once you finalize the profile, go read the specific profile in the Vishuddha book one more time. That gives you a 30,000 foot high level of what that profile involves with. Okay, that is the third task that you guys need to do.
If someone can draw a flow chart out of that, it will give absolute clarity.
Yeah. Then the fourth thing that you need to do is, when you are reading the books, associate your profile with the book content that is coming up. That is the fourth point that you need to draw the conclusions. From today's session, I can see lots of dots are connected with all profiles. So these kind of sessions, we already went through like 5 sessions so far. Each of those weeks, you can revisit the videos. The thing is, there is no need for everyone to be present in every class, right? You guys might be busy, but you can dedicate your profile and commit that profile for a week, and then come back with all your questions. And if you want to ask more research oriented things on which profile specifically gets impacted, you can dedicate that week within yourself and inform to Lakshmi ji and Lavanya ji. Say that, okay, July 10th week, I am going to take this for life profile. So dedicate that week for that profile, and then give that profile name to Chandra sir and Ramakrishna sir and myself.
Chandra sir is not in the picture when you do the actual work. You people
Yeah,
have only come in when required.
That's right. So if you are even with your family vacations and everything, you can do your independent research, reading books.
Because I
Dedicate a
don't
week.
believe that people will be on a vacation for 40 days, 50 days at one stretch.
Obviously, I think that is an excuse that we are buying ourselves.
I know.
Where there is a will, there is a way, right? That is what we need to take on. So do this homework, folks, this week. We have 3 days this week, right?
And let it not be the way the Ramakrishna sir has been getting support for the translation project. If that is the way, then Chandra Modali is not Ramakrishna sir. He will say, okay, guys, I think you are capable of doing it on your own, proceed.
Yeah, Chandra sir is planning to buy AK-47, folks. So
I don't have to. I already have whatever is possible for the future also.
there you go.
Ramakrishna sir is a thorough gentleman. I am the rogue.
Yeah, Ramakrishna sir can take excuses, but Chandra sir puts you on the grill. So you guys need to be
No, but
very.
actually, Koti sir, it's a great start. But my expectation from the participants is read the Vishuddha thesis and ask 3 questions.
Yeah, obviously,
Yeah.
before that, they have to finalize on the profiles, who is
Yeah.
taking what.
No,
And
whichever
not,
profile, even for that they will read the profile.
yeah.
So
And
who is going to, we need one facilitator, folks, not a, I think, don't mistake me that they are the they are the leaders, but we need the facilitators from your team. Who is going to take charge of that? That facilitator has to frame up, answer all these 4 questions or
I
4
know.
steps that we went through.
The
And then,
questions are good, but that question seems to be a good motivator for people going into dhyana.
yeah, obviously, I think Dhyana is the final leg where,
But you are forcing them to go into dhyana while they are in this meeting.
obviously, yeah. So, can you guys tell who is going to take the facilitator role here from the thesis group?
Even the
Sir, can you repeat what do you mean by a facilitator? I got disconnected.
Facilitator means you are going to take, I kind of mentioned 5 steps, right?
you know what,
Uh,
Koti, this
yeah.
won't work. Basically, give a profile name and give it to one of the person and publish it.
Okay.
Because if people after 3 times you have asked the question, not one person has come forward, it means it is the other way that will work. हाथ बांधो पैर बांधो मुंह खोलो डाल दो बस
Shoot with AK-47.
Yeah.
मुंह खोलो दवाई डालो मुंह बंद करो और बंद रखो.
But folks, I think jokes apart, we need to take this a bit more seriously. So far, we are trying to find
We
some
were
lame
warming
excuse.
up. The time for warming up is over.
Yeah, that's right. And Chandra sir's, wisdom is critical for this thesis. And if he is not available, I don't think my knowledge and Ramakrishna sir's knowledge is enough for you to take it forward from here.
No,
We can just,
is always there.
yeah,
Yet I have a doubt, sir. So everyone should go through all the 10 profiles and pick one.
that is ideal,
Yes,
but
that is needed for counseling work. Okay. Definitely. Only for drafting at a later state, you can go for one profile, but you have to understand what each profile is. Yes.
As you said, I read the Vishuddha batch thesis. So each patient so in that individual took one profile and then they were
They were
sorted out.
looking at the patient from that profile window.
that's correct. Yeah.
Mhm. So I finished reading it, but everyone was saying like analyzed what caused the disease, what might be the reason for the disease, and then solution for it. What can we give it? So that's how we should also do it, right?
Yes, 100%. You got it.
That is already
First, apply
done.
it on yourself.
Yeah. You
First,
need to go 2
apply
levels
that
down.
for the problem that you are facing. If it is Arshad worker, Ramakrishna sir has already taken you through the journey of Arshad worker. You have done that exercise. So, how are you going to transform what is causing that Arshad Varga and its impact on you? So that's the way the whole thing works.
So for that, as you said last week, asked us a question like to find out what is disease.
Yeah.
So we have to do that first with each profile or
No, that is for you to enhance your learning.
enhance
What
learning.
I am telling is not thesis. What I am telling is how you are going to work on the thesis.
But as you said, with that question itself, as I read the thesis, I was able to connect like in that profile how they diagnosed with the patient.
Exactly. See, for example, if you take diabetes,
Mhm.
right? Next class, I think most probably it will be Tuesday. With those who are not available can always go through the recording. We will try to demystify the meaning of diabetes so that you have a template of what is diabetes.
So now let's go back to what Chandra sir said. Since you guys are not coming up forward to take the
Yeah, give
lead,
the names. Ramakrishna sir, you need the names. Koti will assign the profile to them.
Sure.
yeah. At least you have a chance to pick
Yeah,
the
you can
profile.
assign the profile, sir.
Yeah. We will assign.
Yeah, I'll take emotional profile.
Yeah,
Which
okay.
one?
We take
Who
I
is
can take emotional profile.
Koti sir,
Uma
I
Devi?
it's like two profiles
Yeah, Uma Devi.
with
Uma Devi, emotional profile.
Two profiles for each person, sir? That's
yeah,
what you said?
because like because its understanding is very important. This is the time to they capture and assimilate all that understanding. So put two persons on for one profile.
One
Two
person
person.
can take diet profile. Okay, emotion and diet. Give it to one person. The diet is very small.
Okay, sir.
No. He's saying two persons, one profile.
Oh,
No,
two
no. One
persons.
person, two profiles. No.
Ah,
Oh, one person, two profiles. Okay, got it. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Kalavani ji, which one do you
but one
like?
thing I will tell you, just as a benchmark, if I was the
Okay.
student, I would have taken all 12 profiles.
I would have taken that, sir, but I think for this batch we need to do some
Yeah.
scooter ko. I
I
saw
will
bent.
take what Surabhi or someone
But
has.
actually, we need to skim all the profiles, right? We need to have some understanding on all the profiles.
Yes.
So I think
Actually speaking, yes. But since even for a single profile, no one has opened their mouth, so I didn't say anything. Sunita wants to take diet. Okay.
Oh, diet and emotional Uma Devi has taken.
Sir, able to hear
No,
me,
there
sir?
would be some overlap in profile. So if
Okay,
someone
diet and what else, Sunita ji?
Sir, okay, someone is telling. I'll take the chakra energy one, sir.
Chakra. So Sukumar is chakra and
And also the life experience profile.
okay, life experience. Okay, perfect.
Very good.
Sir, if needed, I can take health and family also, sir.
No,
I mean,
just take two of them.
okay.
And then if time permits, once you can take more at that point.
I can
So
take
we need to
family.
understand completely around the profile and then bring closest examples, sir, leading to the diabetes from that profiles.
Yeah, once you take this profile, read through the Vishuddhas, and then that gives you some idea of what that profile is.
Hmm.
Then go back to the books